Today, we're excited. We're sitting down with Christopher Barr. He is the CEO and co-founder of White Lion Labs. Not only does he run the supplement brand, but he is an actual pro bodybuilder. His brand, White Lion Labs, has only been around for 3 years. It's already sold in 180 locations. He just inked a deal with Europa, so international growth is coming. Today, we're excited to learn more about you and about the brand.
Good to meet you guys. Good to be here.
Thank you so much.
It's a great opportunity.
Yes, sir.
I'm excited to kind of go over my brand and how we started, and of course my journey in the IFBB.
Yes, sir.
And being an Olympian, it's a lot. So
and we love that. That's what we're here for.
Yeah. I mean, speaking of IFBB,
yes.
there's a lot of people out there. They train, they're showing off, but you hold an actual IFBB card.
Yep.
You are literally at the highest level of bodybuilding, right? Mm-hmm. Can you share with folks who might not know the life that you live, like the sacrifices, some of the sacrifices you have had to make to get here?
I'll tell you what, it is something that you have to be very disciplined with, okay? You can't just rely on motivation with this. This is something that I've built a routine over many, many years. I've been competing for about 10 years. Started in OCB League, went all the way to NPC, did well there, and cracked my way into earning my pro card at the Pittsburgh Pro Show, and it was outstanding. Great opportunity. Ended up doing 14 pro shows over 2 years.
Oh wow!
That's a lot of prep.
That's a lot of prep. I was in prep almost 2 years straight, just to get into the Olympia. So it's a lot of work, a lot of discipline. But here's the thing I tell people when you do this is, if you're disciplined enough to do good in bodybuilding, I mean, you could take that anywhere in life, even when it comes to building a brand, a business, because it's the same, concept and focus and discipline that you need to do what I do day to day right now.
Yeah.
So.
We were talking earlier, what people don't understand is just how much you have to consume, right?
Yes.
Just to maintain your mass, physique.
Yeah.
Can you share with the audience what like a 24-hour schedule will look like when you're in the thick of prep?
Yeah, so I do usually about 6 meals a day, which is it sounds a lot, but here's the thing: when I'm dieting for a show, they aren't very large meals. You want to focus on the consistency of constantly eating, because what it does is it helps kind of stabilize your metabolism in a way. So your body's not always guessing. I tell you, your body can be very tricky, man. It's a tricky something. It'll adjust and change on you with any little thing. So 6 meals a day keeps me very consistent. It keeps my metabolism up and constantly burning through food. So, I usually eat every 2.5 hours on a big prep. So, the Olympia, which I'll be going to this year, won a big show in Charlotte a couple of weeks ago. I'll probably start prepping about 5 weeks from now for the Olympia. Okay. And that's why I'm staying really busy with the brand, because traveling all over the country, to get the brand out there and get that label out there that people see what we're doing. And because once I get in prep, I get really focused. So, yeah.
Speaking of the brand, what was the motive to starting your own business? Because starting your own business is not easy. Right?
It is not. It is.
So what was like the impetus or like spark?
Yeah. So so how it all worked out is I was working with this brand very, 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 very long time ago as they were trying to grow, and a lot of guys in the IFBB try to get sponsorships, right, from a lot of different brands, and we want that. It's important for our income because it's very expensive to compete. So we work to get sponsorships with, whether it be clothing brands or supplement companies or whatever the case is. And this was a big opportunity for me, so they helped me in a sense. The guy ended up getting into real estate, and he flew me out to Miami, right? The founder, right? Flew me out to Miami. We had a very expensive dinner on the beach and enjoyed it. He said, listen, man, I'm not interested in doing this. And at the time, we only had 2 products. It was a protein and a stem. That was it, right?
Wait, he had 2 products, or you had 2 products?
He had 2.
He had 2 products.
Right?
Okay,
that's it. Very basic, but I love what he was doing. It was just me and him basically, and he wrote on a napkin at a dinner table, say, listen, I'm going to sell this brand to you. This is what I want for it. I said, take 10% off, and I'll buy it right now. So I wrote the check right there.
No
for
way.
For 2 products, and just and it was bare bones, nothing. Like, I'm talking about basic website, 2 products, but I was excited about it, and I know my drive and what I can do to grow something.
Wait, so let me recap. You obviously
when
you're a sponsored athlete, or you're trying to become a sponsor, you're talking to people, hey, sponsor me with clothing or financially, sponsor me with supplements or financially.
Correct.
So he was sponsoring you.
That's right.
And then he told you, hey, I'm going to get out. I'm going to keep doing my real estate stuff.
Yep.
Do you want to take this over?
I'm done with it. He said, I want you to be the first person. I know I went to school for this, by the way. Yeah. So I went to school for sports science. So just so you know, he knows that. And I've been in sales for 15 years. So he kind of put 2 and 2 together and said, hey, listen, I think you can probably do pretty well at this. And I ended up buying it right there and bought the company. And then from there, I started all the products that you guys are seeing right now myself. And here we are.
I love those stories. Like, it literally started on the back of a napkin, right?
Back of a napkin.
That's mind blowing.
Did he make you pay for dinner though?
No, you know what? That's a great question. I had to think about that. Actually, he paid for dinner. He took care of me. He took care of me.
I just paid you. You
That's right. Paid for it right there, man. So I said nothing, bare bones, nothing at all. Basic website. I think during the time when we when it bought it, I think the companies might make it $500 a month. That's it. Just online.
Yeah.
Nobody knew about it. So, and that was all generated by me anyway, from me kind of repping the brand.
Yeah.
So, and start here now 3 years, man. We are 190 locations. My biggest customer right now is Gold's Gym.
Okay.
I have about 40 of those from New York to Florida. So, and they absolutely love the products that we're doing. So
that's fantastic.
And you're honestly doing way more than $500 a month.
Oh, way more than that. Way more than that.
Your protein bill is more than $500.
That's it. So true. Yep. Yeah.
So did he tell you what does White Lion stand for?
No. I rebranded everything.
Oh.
So I literally rebranded it. I mean, here's the thing with White Lion. I think one of it is White Lions are unique. They're different, And I find myself to be that in this industry. Unique, different. We back everything by science, which is one of the biggest focuses on our products. So you got to think, there's so many brands out there, and even though it's a lot of brands, people say, oh, it's a saturated market, but people are much more educated now.
Yes.
Customers are educated. They know how to search Google. They know they're going to look at, ChatGPT. They're going to say, okay, what's in this product actually? So it's still a opportunity for you to separate great products and those that's so good. So again, that's why the Thundercat, which is my hero SKU, has done so well. Just it's well built. It's a great product, all high end ingredients, and that's what we stand by.
I was just looking at the formula. It's not cheap.
No, very, very high quality. And I don't ever plan on making cheap products. I want to stay out of that arena. I want to make my products the Ferrari of supplements.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. The
or
best
the
you
Apple
get. Or the Apple of supplements. Like we talked about. That's right. Big Apple fan, by the way. Big Apple fan. Yeah.
Well, starting the brand wasn't easy. So in the beginning, what hurdles did you go over that really stuck to you and then taught you, well, this is the supplement industry?
Yes. So one of the biggest things I would say that I took away from this is the importance of good relationships.
Okay.
Nothing is done. As many people as CEOs and owners have these brands, it's not done by themselves.
Yeah.
You have to have a community, a group, or someone has to kind of help you kind of get started. A team of people that no matter what, they have your back. I have an awesome team of 7 sales reps, and these guys are on the phones every day. Yep, and a great camera lady. That's right. And and that all helps to build the brand and recognition of what you're trying to do on a day-to-day basis. I would say one of the other big hurdles that I've had to deal with is just making sure that the label is so much behind it. I think I've had guys say, "I want to start a supplement company." Dude, you have no idea how hard this is. To be the face, right? To be the CEO, to be out here. I'm here in LA, out in California, and I'm all over the country as well as competing at the highest level. So it's very tough. Yeah.
Before you go on, I think as an owner, as the owner of the business, being the face of the brand is so critical.
It is,
especially in the early stages.
Correct.
But it's also so hard because there's only one of Chris.
That's right.
And you can't be at all places all at once. So it's such a unique, hard, fine balancing act.
It is.
Earlier you said, I want to get this done before I start competing or get into the 5 weeks right before Olympia, right? How do you balance out? Because now, as your brand grows, it takes more and more hours every week.
Yep.
How do you balance that versus being a pro and then trying to still compete?
I think the most important thing is just understand I have a very strict schedule that I put for myself. I'm up very early.
Can we ask how early?
About 5:45.
Okay.
Not too bad. But I mean, for me, I start my day cardio in the day, and that's even during off season. Doesn't matter. Do my cardio. I read my emails while I'm doing cardio. I have my iPad.
We just want to know what it takes to get to the highest level. 1 hour.
I do usually 30 minutes. So 30 minutes cardio in the morning, fasted. And that kind of gets my mind going for the day. But I'm also at the same time working because I have my iPad. I'm checking, stocks and looking at the stock reports and make sure all that's good as well. So I do that. And then I get right on my MacBook and I go to work. Whether that working with suppliers, making sure things are good to go with my manufacturers. I have two, one in Florida, and I have my new manufacturer here, which is partly the reason why I'm here, which is awesome.
We saw on Simpson's Instagram that you were just visiting.
Yes, Simpson is an awesome.
Shout out Don, Eric,
yep, you guys are awesome.
The whole team.
Yep, great team of guys. They absolutely love my brand. They love what we've done. They love everything down to the labels, and those guys are very professional, and they love professional brands and things. And they saw me and they said, "Listen, man, we're gonna work with you and see what we can do."
They want to grow with you.
They want to grow with me, and you got to understand. A lot of manufacturers, big ones like that, they handpick brands that they see huge potential in. So it's a great opportunity. Yep.
I was gonna say more about Simpson, but I probably won't.
You guys are awesome.
So you said you had obviously I think right now you have 8 to 10 SKUs, right?
Correct.
And I really like that you give the organ support, liver support, because you're in the space. You understand you need to start taking care of your organs.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna keep getting this big.
Correct.
But what is the growth plan? You mentioned that you had something in the works.
Yes.
I don't know if you're going to share.
Yes. So I have several new flavors that will be out. So I'll kind of give you a rundown of what my most popular products are and things that I sell quite a bit. Obviously, the Thundercat is my hero, and that will be and always will be the highlight of our brand.
And that's the one at Gold's Gyms right now.
That's at Gold's Gym. I actually have that in every customer that I work with has that in their stores. From that, I have a incredibly good greens and fiber product. I really focus heavy on the taste because some greens taste like grass. Just be honest. But I focus really heavy. It took me 6 months to make that product. I would not approve it. My manufacturer would send them, "Hey, Chris, we need to make a decision on this," but I kept turning it away until the flavor was absolutely
How many iterations did you guys go through before you
Oh, man, I can't even remember how many. It was just so many different flavors, so many different ones. And then I said, you know what? Let's add some cinnamon in it.
To a greens powder?
To the greens powder. And that was the key. Check. Because here's the thing. Cinnamon is such a strong product.
Yeah.
The cinnamon can almost cover up anything if you think about it.
I love cinnamon.
Cinnamon is great. It's good for your body, right?
Blood sugars.
Blood sugar. It helps with flavoring of certain products, so it is enhanced the flavor of the greens. Oh. So it was a huge win for me. It is a big online seller for me. A lot of ladies love it because it helps with bloating, and digestion. So they rave about it. So huge win there. for that one. That I've ran out of stock on that product so many times I can't even keep count because it's just constantly running through that. So aside from that, what I will be doing, just you guys are the first to know, is I'll be having a fruit and fiber. So it'll be fruits and fiber and greens and fiber.
So just fruit powder focus versus like greens.
It'll be a very similar ingredient panel, but it'll have a fruit flavor.
Yes.
So it's going to have the same benefits either way. It just gives my market more opportunity to have instead of greens. Some people don't like greens just because they are, but if they have fruit, they may like that. See? So I think it'll be a great opportunity.
Wait, is it a standalone fruit powder product or is it greens and fruits?
Greens. It's going to be greens and fruits,
Okay.
but it'll have a fruit taste.
Okay. So I've yet to see a fruit blend product out there yet.
It's gonna be. I'll be one of the first. I'll be one of the first. Don't tell anybody yet, guys.
Don't worry.
It's just good.
Click that last. No, I'm kidding.
Right? No, that's good. It's a great product. I mean, we everything. I have a big
apple cinnamon.
Yeah, I have a big relationship with Compound Solutions. Those guys are awesome. They're here, right? I think they're
down in Carlsbad, not too far.
Yeah. So they're here.
Man.
And I mean the formula they have and those guys there are outstanding. I got Coke Organic in there as well, KSM, so it helps with the stress. It's a very powerful blend.
All your formulas are really expensive.
They are.
I look at it, I'm like, oof.
They are, man. They cost quite a bit to make, and again, I will never sacrifice on quality ever. I just think that it has to be a brand out there that has high quality products. And I care about my customers.
It really is like that Apple positioning, like very premium, but not like flashy caviar 24 karat gold premium. It's just really solidly built.
Solid build. That's it. Yep, that's how I build the brand. So I'm excited about the fruit and fiber product. It'll do extremely well. Yes, very similar ingredient profile to do great.
Nice. Have you already started tasting that?
I have. It tastes amazing. Simpson's going to take care of me.
So you didn't have to reject 12 of them already?
No, I think this one's going to be good right out the gate. Those guys are great, man. I think we're going to have an excellent flavor to come out the gate. And I plan to have that out in about 4 to 5 weeks. So pretty quick turnaround on that. Already letting my customers know so that they know it's on the way.
Back to bodybuilding. So there's classic exercises and there's always new exercises and even new machines.
Yes.
What's a classic exercise workout that you just love versus a new age machine or new age exercise that you go, it's new, but you know what? It is good.
Is it just your classic bench press, squat?
Yep. Well, I'll tell you this. I think that nowadays, I blame social media for this, but it's so many ideas about training and this and doing that. And I'm a very basic trainer. Like I'm talking about incline press, bench press, squats, leg extensions, shoulder press. Very basic. I just hit the basics. And those are the best. Arnold Schwarzenegger talks about it all the time, just doing the basics. And that's what really is going to build a great physique. Not doing all that flashy stuff that you see on Instagram where guys got the bar on their back and they're sitting in the chair and they're jumping on one leg. Oh, that stuff is just for the gram. It's unbelievable. So
I've seen that stuff where people are like, I'm like, what happened to like those traditional bench press?
Traditional, man. Just traditional training, and it works phenomenal for me. I think it responds to the body very well. It responds to the muscles exactly right. I'm very mind over muscle connection when I'm training. So when I'm training, I'm thinking about, okay, what muscle group am I trying to focus on here? A lot of people don't think that works, but it works very well. The connection between your mind and your muscle.
So you're with your schedule, you're training in the morning. Obviously, I don't think you're at this level. You're counting. Oh, I have to be here an hour and a half.
Correct.
It's just a lifestyle for you.
Right.
How many hours do you feel you're spending on the business versus training now?
Here's the thing I would say, man. I'm a very big proponent of focusing for a good 5 hours.
Okay.
Like I'm talking about, got my focus music on, my deep house. I like deep house music, so I listen to deep house. On my computer, and I am not.
Carl Cox.
There you go. Yep.
Dude,
Good stuff.
I grew up on Carl Cox.
Yeah, man. I'm a big deep house fan. I love the music. I think it helps me stay locked in on what I'm doing. And I'll take those 4 or 5 hours, and I am not doing anything but working. Whatever that may be, whether it be cold calling my customers, working with my manufacturers, or building a new SKU, whatever that may be, that's the time that I really dedicate to work. I do, like I said, I have a sales team. Shout out to Ron Gallagher. Ron Gallagher is my COO, and Dalton Johnson is my vice president of sales. Those guys are amazing. And Ron actually worked for Pro Subs back when Hyde and Jekyll.
Yeah.
He was the original group, so you know,
So he was
Ike
there
and
with
those
TJ and
guys.
Ike?
Ike, yeah, they were
Wow.
the original 7. So the original
Yes.
7, one of the original 7, is my COO of my company. So you got to think those guys are so plugged in. I mean, when they had Hot and Jekyll out, it was like they were revolutionizing the pre-workout game, you know, when they came out. So his knowledge itself and how we kind of work together on building this brand is outstanding. That's why I say everything is about a team.
Yes.
You know, it's not always on your own, you know.
I remember that story. Sorry, Ken. We're at a Pollen Gym in
Yep.
New Jersey, and Robeck, the owner of that, they were they were selling scoops of Jekyll and Hyde to
Yes.
gym goers. Like I forgot what he was charging, but you just put a scoop in your shaker,
Yeah.
and it was like revolutionary. Again, at the time,
They
revolutionary.
were they were one of the first of making, you know, a pump product in a high stem. You know, that was a huge opportunity. It was a market, and the name itself kind of rang too.
Yeah.
Right.
So the name itself, like mine, Thundercat. Like think about the cartoon. It's an old school
Yes.
cartoon. You know, it makes you think about, you know, that all plays a big part in building a great product. Too,
Right.
You know.
And then when you're not working,
Yep.
you're training.
Correct.
And then which feeds the business because you're constantly
That's right.
thinking. You're in the space. You're seeing other people training. I can't I don't know if I would go a day without seeing someone doing a shaker. Just
Yes.
even out in the wild, like a mailman
Yeah.
just doing a shaker. And it's just, to me, it's always like, well, I can't get away from it.
Right.
But
Right.
that is
Right.
also beneficial for
That's
you. 'cause,
correct.
like being at the Mecca, you're going to see everything.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
you're like, okay, you know, that gives me an idea. I don't have to make the product today, but now I have an idea.
Yep. And you can. I mean, here's the thing. But since I'm in the industry.
Yes.
I'm
Deep
in
in
it,
it.
competing as well as building a brand in the
Yeah.
same industry. So for me, I can take a step back and I can look and say, okay, they like this person likes this, and I'm just sitting back looking at the gym and say, okay, I see where they're making a mistake here. I see where this product could do well here, or whatever the case. I'm better able to analyze what's happening a lot faster than some other brands.
You know, it's something you just mentioned. A lot of bodybuilders that did make a brand, I felt they always did a brand after their career.
Correct.
Which is fine. And
is.
obviously you're a sponsor, so maybe
Correct.
contractually you couldn't have your own brand.
Correct.
But it's almost only maybe like Sebum did it. I'm gonna do it while I'm training, while
I'm in
I'm
it.
competing.
That's right.
And I feel it gives the audience, the fans, a little more validity to like,
Correct.
oh no, he's using this right
product
now,
right now.
as he's growing his career.
Because you're following the journey
I
in
was about to
real
say that.
time, and it's
You
so
s-
cool to be part of that.
Yeah. People, I show what I'm doing, where I'm at,
Yes.
you know, and I want people to see the growth themselves. You know, I think that, you know, sometimes you see a guy, he win Olympia, everything's good, and then you see his product on the shelf. That's great. But I want you to see the bad, the good,
Yeah.
the struggle, the cost,
Yeah.
you know, how I got here, you know, and even
Feel like you
mistakes,
grew with the
you
brand.
grew with it. You see the mistakes. You see, oh man, this guy went from being in one little shop, you know, in this local town in Durham, North Carolina, to, you know, having, you know, contracts with, you know, Gold's Gym and being a, you know, vendor for Powerhouse. You know, that's a huge deal to come from that to where I'm, you know, where I started from now. You know?
It's like every I'm gonna say little, but every win you get, the audience is like, cool, that's
right.
our win too, right?
That's right. Yep.
Versus like if you already were in 50,000 stores, like, oh,
Right.
that's just a big company.
People
you know?
like to see the small man.
Yeah.
Man, sometimes they want to see
like the
the small
underdog
guy,
story,
the
right?
underdog stories. Like, man, this guy came from nothing, man. I remember seeing his brand, you know, online, not doing much. Now he's in all these stores. You know, it's a huge win.
Because, you know, periodically you'll see in our space, without naming any brands, like a company will come out of nowhere and they have all these products and they're all selling on store shelves. You're like, dude, like,
Where you come
Where'd
from?
where'd you come from? Yeah, like, you obviously has some significant backing to get there,
That's
right?
right.
Whose hands your grease?
That's
Yeah,
right. That's right.
Whereas, like, again, starting literally from the back of a napkin to where you're
Yeah.
at now, that's a cool journey because people want to identify with getting the underdog, right?
That's right.
Of course, the goal is not to remain the underdog
Not at
forever.
all. Very short time. Very short time.
Your labels are custom illustrated.
Custom.
Maybe we need to add a little napkin in the back.
That's
for
a
the story.
good idea. That would be cool. Never
in
know.
the back.
That'd be-
You know,
that'd
hey,
be-
start from a napkin.
Started from a napkin. That's dope. I like that. I might take that.
Donna,
Dude.
we're full of ideas. We'll feed
There
them
you
to you
go.
all day.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I had a question on training.
Yes.
Generally, as a rule of thumb, should you train to failure every time?
So I do a couple different types of training. So because for me, we have weight caps in my division. So I'm not able
The physique, men's physique.
Yeah,
right?
we have weight caps. So my weight cap is 194. So I have to be 194 or under at weigh-ins, right?
Okay.
So I'm not able to train as heavy as I used to because I'm almost at the max cap for my weight. So I actually train in a very methodical way. I'll do maybe one really heavy set of let's say whatever my primary movements is. When I say primary, I'm like incline. If I'm doing chest, incline press to work on my upper chest, right? I'll do maybe 5 sets of that, and my top set will be my failure set, and I'll have my max amount of weight on that, and I'll do for 8-10 reps, something like that, and then I'll back down and go light for reps till failure.
What's your walking around weight, out of curiosity?
Right now I'm probably around 210, but I will probably try to get to about 217 before I have to cut down.
Whoa.
So I got
This
about
is like
170.
fighting camp.
It is, man. So yeah, 217 is usually my heavier side of my weight. I don't like being that big, honestly, but it's a good way to build a good amount of muscle tissue when you're holding on to a little bit more size. It's very difficult to be slim, right?
Yeah.
And try to put on muscle. It just doesn't work. It works, but it takes longer.
How long does it take to cut from 217 to 194?
I probably can do it in about 10 weeks. A good 10
Okay,
weeks.
so it's a safe, methodical
Methodical
cut.
cut down, 2.5 pounds a week or
Okay.
more if I can. And a lot of it is water. You'd be surprised at how much your body holds of just straight water. It's, especially when you're eating a lot of sodium, whatever the case is, you just hold a lot of water. Right before a show, the night before, I might drop 6 pounds, 5 pounds of just water weight. Before I get on stage, because I'm cutting water all week for the show. So by the time that Saturday morning comes, I'm, depleted with water.
When you're saying you're cutting water, you mean you're essentially that whole week you're thirsty the whole time?
Well, I'm going my water, so I'll start real high, maybe 2 weeks out at 2 gallons,
Okay.
and then each day, I'm kind of dropping it down a little bit, till I get to like a Friday where I'm having half a gallon. Your body changes because it's used to you having 2 gallons.
Yes.
And then a week later, you're having a half a gallon. So you're constantly using the bathroom still.
I
It's a
don't-
way to trick your body. You really can kind of trick your body in certain ways.
I don't think anyone who has never competed before understood. That's
Water.
the first time I heard about water physically decreasing the water you intake.
to about, I would say about 2 weeks. We
Yeah,
start
so you're
water
loading
loading.
with the 2 gallons.
We're water loading, and then all the way up till that for 2 weeks later before the show, like for the Olympia, I might have a half a gallon. But the water still thinks you're drinking 2 gallons.
Yeah.
So you're constantly using the bathroom still. It's the wildest thing.
weird.
How your body responds to certain things. It's wild.
Dang, man. Is there anything we didn't ask that the audience should know?
I think the audience should know what's the next step.
All right. Hit it with
Yeah. What is the next
What
step?
is the next
The
step?
next step is be one of the best brands in the country.
Yes.
International as well. So that is my 100% goal. I give myself 2 years, and this will be
Oh, hell yeah.
a brand that is everywhere.
So with 2 years, you want to lock up a FDM partner.
FDM partner. Yep.
Boom. Okay.
Big one. Yep.
Same question.
Yes.
How do you build out your team to support that national scale now?
So I have, I will tell you this. I work, we have 2 ways, right? Of course, we have an influencer program. We do have affiliates. They do an outstanding job getting word out there as well. Continue to build that, okay, the influencer program. The other thing is I want to have a sales rep in each state that can manage the accounts. And if I can do that in the next couple of years, that will be exactly what we need.
You hear that, Alaska?
Yeah.
We need sales
Actually, we
reps
have
out
some
there.
Alaska guys.
Oh,
too.
really?
Yeah, Anvil. Shout out Anvil.
Really?
Yep, Anvil Fitness. Good, great guy, man. They're awesome.
Anvil Fitness.
Yep.
See?
Yeah,
I got
we're
a
everywhere,
reason to
man.
I know.
Yep,
Bodybuilding scene in Alaska.
There you go, man. There you go. It's a good guy.
Lifting ice.
Yeah.
Is this you right here on
That's
stage?
it. That's the Olympia right there. That was last year's Olympia.
At this point, do you still get nerves?
Never.
No.
Never,
Really?
man. I get asked that all the time.
Wow, that is 194.
Yeah, you
Holy
see it?
moly.
Yeah,
What is that,
peeled.
30-inch waist?
Yeah, actually, I think I'm a 27 right there.
Jeez Louise.
27-inch waist. Yep. Yeah, good posing. Got great back. I love the shorts. Shorts are great.
Yeah, look at those traps, man.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
weird talking about your body while you're sitting here.
Yeah, man. The detail, yeah.
And then obviously you're gonna have your brand right behind you.
Yeah. There you go. Yep. Next
Can
year.
you wear branded shorts?
I wish.
They won't let you wear branded
They will
shorts?
not. Yeah,
Okay.
that would be so awesome. I wish, and I hope they're listening to this. This would be such a cool thing if we could be like NASCAR guys with our shorts.
Yeah.
Like have your
Yeah.
logos, your brands that you work with on the shorts. I think that would be such a dope concept in a way because many of the guys have many different brands that they
Yes.
work with or clothes or whatever it may be.
I think that's
it's
where
really
it becomes
cool.
a conflict because you remember like the UFC used to let the guys wear whatever
did.
they want on shorts, but then they have their own sponsors.
Oh, I see
So
what you're saying. That makes
IFBB
sense.
would have to have its. All right, these are our designated
Or
sponsors, and then
Olympia.
you
That
would
makes
have to
sense.
wear those.
That
It might
makes
be a
sense.
clash.
No, I didn't think about that. It's very true.
But can you at least put your logo on your forearm? Or
There you go.
are they going to critique your
I'm
forearms?
thinking about getting a tattoo though. I'm actually
Yeah.
going to get the tattoo of the brand on me so they can see it. So it's always there.
You're in front of 1 million viewers, right?
There you
got-
go. That's right. It's true.
As a tattoo, they can't make you take it off.
They can't. So I'm gonna put that on my arm, which you see it. So
You'd
you
be
know.
surprised how many people have their supplement brands or their
Yes,
companies on them.
yes, it's the real thing, man. It's the real thing. I'm excited to do
You
it.
my estrogen? No, I'm joking.
There you go. There you go.
I don't want to know what you're going to ask in return.
There you go.
Same in Alaska.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for finding a
appreciate
home
it,
for
guys.
estrogen,
I
finding a
appreciate
home
it.
for
Or
a
Senactiv,
senactiv,
yeah.
and then
Yeah, go
you know,
Senactiv.
we
It's a
want to
product.
be part of this growth. You know,
Yes.
I think we've done a good job in the industry showing that we're reliable partners,
You are.
and we want to keep growing with you, and we want to take that international ride with you.
That'd be great. I love what you guys do. Love your products. I think they are outstanding, and it stands behind what I stand behind, which is science backed,
Yes,
which is highly important to me when I'm adding ingredients into my products.
Thank you so much.
yeah,
Thank you so much for your time.
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
man.
thank you, Chris.
Thank you. Thank you.
man.
Thank you, man. Appreciate
squeeze.
it. Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you.
And cut. Easy breezy,
Yeah,
man.
man. Yeah.
Thank you,
Good
man.
stuff,
Oh,
man.
that's-
Good stuff, man. Thank you, man.
Dude, I can't believe. So you're down to half a gallon of water?
Yep.
Aren't you like super
But
thirsty?
what is normal? Like a gallon?
I would do a gallon.
Two
a
is
day.
loading.
Yeah, 2 is loading. But once you get down to that, that half a gallon, your body is still thinks that you're still
not
drinking 2
thirsty.
gallons. No, I'm super thirsty.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, unbelievable.
I drink 140 ounces of liquids a day, right?
Yeah.
So for me to drink half that, I think I would have anxiety or
Oh
something.
man,
Like a total mind game. I'm like,
it is, man. I'm gonna tell you what, man. It's the surprising thing what your body can do. It's you get to see the coolest things, man, when you're competing with your body, how it responds to things. It's wild, man. It's wild.
you gotta go this year, like top 5 physiques,
I'm hoping to be in top 10.
top 10.
If I get top 10 to get that night show, man, the brand's gonna explode.
Because a lot of
Yeah,
these
it's gonna
guys
explode.
do this full time. They don't have another business to run.
That's
to,
right, man. Yep. So I'll tell you what, man. If I can get 2 things happening, I'm gonna be in the Olympia this year, so I'll have a booth there.
Nice.
And then hopefully I get a top 10. It's gonna send hundreds of people to this.
So it feeds off each other. The brand is motivating
It
you,
is.
and vice versa.
It's feeding, man. So when I won Charlotte through was that a month ago, my sales skyrocketed.
Really?
Every time I do a show, it goes up. So I'm using it as fuel, man, the whole time. Winning show.
You're constantly competing.
I have to, man. I have to. And
But there's people that are doing it for nothing. There's
Dude.
so many people that are NPC that
I'll tell you what, man. I hope this isn't recorded, but I'll tell you like that. If you can, I'm just kidding.
Like,
I'm just kidding. You can keep it on. I'm just kidding. I'll tell you what, man. I'll tell you this, and I'm gonna say this. I think that guys really fail at bodybuilding because of that. Because they don't do something other than compete. You got to understand.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know, we compete. We may get $2,000 for a win. What is that? You sacrifice time with your family, money. You know, your health in certain cases, right? To get $2,000 for a show. If you're not using your platform to build something greater, you're failing. It's an epic fail. I know guys that are 8-time Olympians and don't have anything. Nothing to show for that. You sacrifice 10 years of your life to not have anything built.
Yeah.
And at the highest level.
At the highest level in bodybuilding.
Their
health.
Right. You have to be honest.
Absolutely. Your health is a huge sacrifice. I say, you know what? I'm going to build this brand and I'm going to do this at the same time. So when I retire, this is still going to have my back.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to. These guys aren't thinking.
Yeah, like a Ronnie, he still has it.
Same Ronnie. Ronnie was smart. He
lifted too heavy.
He did. He messed his body up.
It was at the end of his career, the brand. See that's what I noticed with Sebum was like, whoa, this guy gets it. Do it now. While your name is hot. Because even if you're like, hey, I won 2025 and I'm retiring.
Yep.
2026. You know, today's audience.
Absolutely.
They're like, who? Oh, that was last year's winner. I won this year's winner.
That's it.
What are you doing now?
That's it. What are you doing now? You gotta ask yourself. These guys compete. What are you doing now? You know, you gotta have something else. Whether that be coaching, podcasts, you know, clothing, something. You got all these eyes on you. Guys got hundreds of thousands of followers.
Monetize
Do you still see yourself competing like 5 years from now?
Absolutely not. No. I will. I'm giving myself another 3 years, and that is it. So here's the thing: if everything, you know, my projections work out well, this is gonna do too much and be too busy for me to be doing that anyway. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of my goal. You know, I will back away in 3 years for sure.
I don't think
sponsoring other Olympians.
There you go. I actually done that. I've actually done that. I've done that. I sponsor guys as well.
For real?
Yeah, sponsor other guys. You know. So,
the day would be crazy when he's like, "Yo, Kai Green is my."
That would be so dope, man.
Like, what?
I want to make a guy grab a guy that's so big in the industry. You know, you got to have at least one. You know, one big name other than yourself. I'm big, but not like that. You know, I want someone that's like an influencer to just whatever they say, I'm gonna buy it just because of that, you know. So
but nowadays those guys are taking equity.
They are. It's a smart move though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's smart on that. I'm about to say they should have been doing that a long time ago, in my opinion. I think that's a great move for them, you know.
Give me an annual contract.
If you're really helping the brand, and you know, I've seen brands that are on the backbone of a big name. You know, they don't need to get paid monthly. Let them get a piece of the pie. You know, because without them, it wouldn't be where it is anyway.
And then if they're smart enough, they're like, I'll hustle for that upside.
Absolutely.
So
agreed. Smart.
So you know what? Forget that contract. Let's see what we could build in 3 years.
There you go.
And then give me my
fee.
Much bigger paycheck.
There you go. I feel it. I get it. That's the way to go. That's the way to go. Agreed. Yeah.
Man, do you ever? I know it's earlier in the journey, but do you have like like, okay, when I hit this number or I hit this distribution, I can finally relax? Like, you don't have to.
I'll tell you like this.
Yourself so hard.
I want to hit, if I can get, and this may be a small number to many, but if I can get to about 20 million.
That's good.
Yeah, 20 million.
That's more than NuLiv.
Right, I'll get 20. I'll back away. You know.
You can relax. You can finally.
I will,
relax, right?
and I'll say 5 to 20, anywhere between 5 and 20. I think if I can get to different scales there. You know, think about. I've told from someone, right? Once you get to that 5 million mark, you're gonna have to make some major changes. You know, scaling the brand, how you market, where you spending money, all that changes at that mark. You know, so.
The funny thing is, at 5, you're gonna be probably more hungry than ever.
Because you almost did. You see it now.
You're like,
you see it.
Dude,
you see it.
See the double or tripling.
Yeah, you see it. It's true.
There's a guy. I don't know if you ever used the app called Evernote.
Oh yeah, Evernote, of course.
This is good stuff. We'll just keep rolling, man.
Yeah.
So the founder of that, Phil Lieben, his backer, I forgot I always forget the dude's name. Son or something. Son.
Mm-hmm.
The owner of SoftBank.
Yes.
So SoftBank, the owner of SoftBank was mentoring the CEO of Evernote. He said, he called it the scale of 3 or the rules of 3.
Yep.
We had this conversation before. Every time your business or headcount triples, everything breaks.
It breaks.
So whatever processes you had when you were a 3-person startup doesn't work when you're 9.
Yeah.
When you're around 9 people and suddenly you grow to 25, 27, whatever worked at 9 doesn't work anymore, right?
Yep.
So let's say you get to 5, you're like, shoot, now I'm at probably 30, 40 people. Like somewhere around there, like it didn't work where you're at right now. Like we said, everything changes.
It broke for me. I mean, I'll tell you what, I was actually at one point, I was shipping products by myself.
Yes.
And I
not
had
scalable.
so many orders, and I would be literally at my warehouse for hours, boxing up freaking products.
Beginning is
you gotta
dream,
feel it.
though.
Yeah, you
How
know,
many
it's great.
brands have we seen where we see their first warehouse and it's the owner, and then to me, I look at that, I'm like, that's the dream because. All right, if you could start there and you're willing to do that, maybe 18, 24 months, then, like you said,
Dude, shipping out of my warehouse, one box at a time, dropping them off in a truck at UPS. I mean, I'm bringing in boxes, this high of just boxes of products shipped out to customers that I have to get them out to. Oh my gosh, it was crazy. So it got to a point, like you said, it broke, and I just could not do it. I was scaling too quick. So then I had to get into 3PL. So I had to redesign my whole system, get with a 3PL company that helps me ship products out because I was scaling too quickly. So I need to get all that stuff shipped to them. Now they deal with shipping, which is fantastic.
You're not in a warehouse anymore.
There you go. But now here's the thing. Now I'm scaling now, and I have to think about shipping products and costs to West Coast.
Yes.
My 3PL is in North Carolina.
Yes.
So now we have another issue. Now I have to get some products here, have products there, cut costs and shipping. So it's a lot, man.
Cut delivery times.
Times. You go from 4 days to 2 days. I got customers in Hawaii. They were getting products, 5, 6 days. They're like, man, I really want this product right now, but because I was coming from North Carolina, 3PL was coming from North Carolina. Yeah, I had to get a new 3PL system here. So
and you probably need. As you keep scaling, you're gonna need a better inventory.
Inventory management.
Get into actual ERP software, which is expensive.
All of that. It's so much.
Because you're gonna have to calculate. Okay, what's my 4-month lead time, trail time?
Yep.
You're shipping into. You might have another 3PL in the middle of the states, right? You're like, you
might
can't
have a massive deal. I just got a pretty big deal this morning. On the way here, Onyx Gym. Shout out Onyx Gym as well. They are in Ohio. They have 8 locations, and they love what we're doing.
Thundercat?
And of course. Okay. Always. Thundercat's always in it. They're the Thundercat and a bunch of products, and it was a pretty nice order for me. So for that, now I have to look at inventory again. Where are we? Make sure we got enough. I gotta put a little rush on, shipping or getting stuff developed because customers order so quick.
For the customers at that level, the gyms, you're shipping direct, right? You're not using that 3PL.
Direct, correct. Yeah, I do direct with them. Certain companies I do at the 3PL deal with them just because they scale and buy so much volume, at a good amount of rate, like goals, for example. That's just too much for me to handle. With so many customers, they literally deal with all of that. So it makes my job easy. Hey, Chris, I need, this 100 Thundercats. Can you get them to me?
Imagine you're like, oh man, there goes my Friday night.
There's my Friday night. Putting in orders all day. I'm like, oh man, this is crazy. But yeah, it's a good problem to have though. Yeah. I think about where I was. Yeah. And I think about where I'm going now. It's just a different ballgame.
I can't wait to see what you and the org looks like at 5. I can't wait to see what it looks like at 15, 20.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm around, man.
And then I agree with at a certain point, finally, like, okay, I can probably relax a little bit. Yeah. But right now, you have all that pressure in the world on you.
It's a lot of pressure, man. It's a lot of pressure.
Good pressure. Pressure is a privilege. Right?
It is it is. I love it. And here's the thing, and it goes back to competing, because I have so many years doing that. my pressure level is very high. Like
You're like, this
don't
isn't that
crack.
hard. I've done harder.
Yes,
Seriously.
I've really, really physically done much harder. So it's not.
31-pound drop. Yeah.
Yeah, it's nothing, man. I mean, you talking about a 6-ounce tilapia and 4 rice cakes. That's not even a meal, But I'm eating that 3 times a day, to get my weight down. So nothing can fray me at all.
I remember I was watching. I think it was Ronnie Coleman's documentary, and he said it best. It's like Groundhog's Day. Groundhog's Day over and over again, right?
Yep.
It's just like you're eating the same thing, training
Every day,
yes.
same time, same food.
Zero social life.
No social life. Yep. I go and I just literally, if it's my team, that's pretty much it. Customer, that's it. I even cut down traveling, which I love traveling, man. Gosh, I love being everywhere, but that's just something I have to sacrifice when I'm in the time for prep.
Yeah.
Especially for Olympia, right? It's
Especially
just
for
down.
Olympia, I have to be down for that because my brand depends on it.
Yeah.
It depends on it. Fuels like you said, it fuels each other. I feel it.
Yeah.
I help it grow. It helps me grow.
Yeah.
When we're doing well, it's all one and one.
The cool thing about Olympia too, or Arnold, is you're competing at the highest level, right? So that
Correct.
only elevates your game because
That's right.
you're going into a freaking gun show, right?
It is, man. It
And
is.
everyone's ready to go. Everyone's
That's it.
because everyone at that level's all dialed in.
Yep.
They have excellent
Absolutely.
discipline, right?
Yep.
So it's just like, okay, who wants a little bit more, right?
That's right. I think of it. I think of it like the supplement brand, the industry. It's so many brands. There's so many competitors.
There's a lot of good ones.
It's
too,
a lot
right?
of good ones. A lot of great brands. A lot of great competitors. So
In your particular category, no, though, because all the popular brands, they're for everyone.
That's true.
You're in the original bodybuilding scene.
That's correct. That's right. A little bit open, more opportunity for me there.
Yeah,
for sure.
because there is like you
It's a
mentioned
better
process
niche.
before.
That's right.
Exactly. They
It's
were
a
like
niche.
for bodybuilders.
That's true.
But all the popular brands are kind of very wide for.
But if
for
you get to
any
20 million,
enthusiast.
you're gonna have to start going more
True,
mainstream.
broad. That's right. I agree. I
Be
completely
like
agree.
Thundercat Light
That's right. Thundercat Light. No, that's a good idea. That's a good idea.
for your 18-year-old.
Everything.
I can't.
That's true. I'll tell you what, some of those 18-year-olds are some of the biggest customers, man.
Yeah.
These kids nowadays, boy, these stems, they love them, man.
Yeah.
They thrive on them, man. And
That's what I like about the industry.
Mm-hmm.
I always say that the new customer is that 18-year-old that
They
just
are.
graduated. He is that semester right before he starts college, and that's when he becomes a super fan of supplements.
They are.
And then for the next 20 years, he's a customer.
that's it.
There was a brand we were talking to because they have access to the very expensive spends data around that data, right? They're
Yep.
like, your biggest supplement user, at least for like pre-workouts, it's gonna be like 15 and 19. Now.
That's it.
I was like,
Very
what?
true.
Now it makes sense. Like, how many people could slam 400 milligrams of caffeine at 7 p.m. or 8
right.
p.m. Right?
It's still rest. It's still sleep, It's wild. That's true. I mean, I've been able to try to hit each kind of group. I would say age group when it comes to my brand, like the greens are for everyone. Everybody loves the greens. My Mind Fuel, which is an nootropic, is amazing as well. And it's great for students. A lot of my students get them.
Interesting.
And I actually have a esport team that loves it because they're gamers. And I didn't even think when I marketed this, I didn't even think about the gamer. I was like, what? I'm looking at my data. I'm like, these guys are gamer, like purchasing the product, and it's wild because I see it through my emails. I ask questions about certain things. So it's been a huge win for that. I use it every day as well. So that's a clean product. Cognizant, like you said, is very high quality, good product as well.
It's like from us as a competitor standpoint, there's certain ingredients out there. I go, man, those are amazing ingredients. Like when I look, for immune health, I take Wellmune all the time.
Yep.
We always joke like, I wish we could just buy kilos of cognizant because and then we could just scoop it.
That's right. Yep.
Like,
It's a good product, man. It's a great product. So, but you guys are amazing in what y'all do. So I appreciate what you guys are doing here and for the community when it comes to products. Senactiv is I've been eyeing it for a long time. Astragin is amazing. I have it in 2 of my products, the heart and organ, and I have it in the pump. The pump as well. The pump is an amazing formula, and That actually is gonna be the Miami Vice that you're looking at right there.
Is that made by Simpsons or?
No, it is. That'll be made by
Yeah.
some. Yep. So I'm actually getting the label redone on that, and I'll have a strawberry lemonade. So the strawberry lemonade will be out in a couple weeks. So it's good.
Yeah, I mean, at this stage, we're just taking pumps. Like,
Pumps are good. Yeah, pumps.
I
are
have
good.
a lot of caffeine on
I know, just
its
from
own,
coffee,
so
yeah.
when I do a pre, I like just pumps, not.
My pump is outstanding because it's got Pico 2, it's got the astragin in it. It does real well with that. So
can we get like a discount code?
I
No,
got
I'm
you.
kidding.
I'm gonna hook y'all up. Y'all got it.
I think what you said, we always talk about it. Like, if you want to level up, you gotta be in an environment where everyone else is trying to level up too.
Yeah, you gotta
So
go where the
that's
action
rising
is. Yeah.
tide, right?
That's why my biggest reason to move to Florida. I mean, you see guys driving around in, Lambo trucks everywhere, different colors, and it's like they're racing down the highway, and it just pisses me off. I'm like, damn it, I want one too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna do. What do I got to do to get that?
Plus, everyone's in shape out there too.
Everybody's in shape. You can't walk around out of shape.
I remember the first time I went to Vegas, I was there with a group of friends, and we're staying at this little ass motel, right? But we're driving, and I see one of the high rises, and I'm just staring at it, and like you just said, I go, what do I got to do to get in there? I wasn't jealous of them. I wasn't angry at it. It's just, what do I got to do to get up there?
What do I got to do, man?
Chris, for coming here, can you
It's an
share
honor.
with us where you're gonna be, what your plans are? We all know it's Olympia,
Yep.
October 10th, 12th. What's the next steps, the next coming weeks for you?
Next coming weeks, I'll be traveling throughout the country. I got a couple of meetings with some of my customers in Ohio. I'll be stopping in a brief stop in Chicago for a little bit as well, and meeting some people there, and enjoying the rest of my time here. I have about 2 days left.
Nice.
So I've been working the entire time I've been here. So I think today, the rest of the day, and Saturday through Saturday, I'm going to really just enjoy
Okay.
Los Angeles. While I'm not on prep, I can eat whatever I want. So it's got some great food here. Man, I'm blown away by the food.
Is there a
Blown
specific
away.
restaurant you can hit up the next 2 days?
I just need some really good sushi, man. If
Okay.
you know a good spot, I'm all ears.
I mean, LA is sushi heaven,
I know
but
it is.
it runs the gamut, right? From like really, really expensive to reasonable.
I want the really expensive.
Really expensive.
I want
Okay.
I'm all about quality.
Okay.
Apple. The apple.
There you go. There you go.
Thank you again, Chris.
you,
We
man.
can't wait to see. We can't wait to see the evolution and growth
Yep.
of White Lion.
Yep. So,
We can't wait to see you placed in the top 10
there you go.
in
Top 10,
October.
hands down.
And we're honored to be part of this ride as
Yes,
well,
sir.
dude.
Really appreciate it. Honored to have you guys. Honored to be here. Honored to be part of what you guys are doing. It's great.
Thank you
Thank
again,
you, man.
sir.
Thank you. Thank you, man.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you guys.
Peace.
Hey, the napkin, was it a white napkin? Dude, white napkin.